Welcome, come on into Clutter Cottage. You'll like this. Plastic door, plastic windows.
He's got an insulated bath, you know what I mean?
This is my idea of a nightmare house, this.
It's like a sock cemetery.
Interesting candy stripes. Interesting candy stripes.
At the end of the tours, so let our domestic battle commence, and may the best house win. Today it's buy one and get one free, as we're in the south and west of Yorkshire, that is. From Michael Parkinson's Barnsley to Pudsey Bear's Pudsey. That's 2 slices of prime Yorkshire just half an hour apart. So who'll come out Cockett North? Artist and musician Granville Danny Clarke is in his 60s and likes a house to express itself.
I'll be looking for individuality, whether it's modern, traditional, whatever. People have got the right to spend their hard-earned money on what they want. But, you know, don't expect me to live with some of the crap, you know.
OK, can you be more crap specific?
People that put plastic doors on old houses. The door is the most important thing on a property. It's ridiculous. 300-year-old cottages with a fridge door on. Absolutely pathetic.
Coming up on May the Best House Win, Danny's home. Wonder why it's called Clutter Cottage.
This is the sort of house that I would run a mile from.
I mean, where's his worktops? He's not got a worktop. He must chop up on piano.
Next is artist and musician Granville Danny Clarke.
Welcome, come on into Clutter Cottage. You'll like this.
Oh, we'll be the judge of that, old fella. Danny lives in this Victorian 2-bedroom cottage near Barnsley. It also serves as a gallery and is crammed to the gills with stuff.
I came back here as a temporary measure 20 years ago after the messy divorce. I'm still here.
And it's still messy.
I can't throw anything away. For my creative senses, doing poetry, songs and paintings, I can look at every item in my house and get an association.
Looks like it needs association with a skip.
Right, let me just show you around Clutter Cottage. Just 1 or 2 things. The piano, of course. I compose a lot of my songs on there. My guitars, nice old piano stool. A mandolin here. I inherited that from Uncle Joe. Always my declarer, who left me a few bob, and I bought a wildflower meadow with it up the road. And she's riding the rocking horse. Now, follow me, the rocking horse. It's a family heirloom. As a child, used to play on that. I've always got the old radios, because I can't be bothered fiddling with dials, so I've got about 6 radios around the house, and they're all tuned to different stations, you see. I used to take my mother out. We used to go to picnics with this, and we have that wonderful old bush radio. Another thing I'd like to show you is recycling heat, because we all consume far too much. And do you remember these? When you're doing your washing, you're not sort of expensive dryers.
28 socks, and I'm not sure 2 of them match. Maybe they'll turn up in the bedroom. Somewhere.
Well, welcome to my boudoir. Sartorial elegance at all times, of course. Now, here's me hats. I used to do quite a lot of lecturing, art lecturing on cruise ships, so I went round the world and got paid for it. And this actually came from Panama. Right, this is my office and my resource studio. Look at all that lot. All files and bloody paper shuffling and books. And some of the albums. And look at all these books, my art resource stuff. It's very cluttered, though, isn't it?
You don't say.
They'll see something a bit different here, and they'll also feel a good ambience. I've been working my fingers to the bone, and I want to win because of that. 5 days out of my life I've been cleaning this place, and it doesn't look any different.
No. So, do the others know what they're in for?
I should think Danny's house is very theatrical. I've got visions of red velvet curtains, posters of obscure things that he's been in that we've never heard of.
It looks like he'd live in a castle. He's like the Toad of Toad Hall.
I think Danny is a tiny, tiny bit eccentric, which I think he'd agree with. And so I think his house will reflect all of that. I'm guessing that everything will be beautifully colour matched.
You've got no idea.
After seeing Joe's hair, better make sure it's a little bit trendy.
No time now, Danny. Here comes Hillary.
This is the sort of house that I would run a mile from. It's not me at all. Looks like it could be full of character, which again doesn't interest me whatsoever.
I'm sure she'll just love the inside.
Hello, Hillary, come in.
Yeah,
Welcome
right,
to
Danny.
Clutter Cottage. Come
Thank
in,
you.
if you can find your way in.
Next, it's Victoria.
It's got lots and lots of character. And I really love the bike outside, parked up.
Well, pretty ladies are always welcome. Come in.
What an old smoothie.
Go through.
And finally, what will Joe make of it? Has Danny been painting on his arm?
Yeah, I mean, it's eccentric and rustic. It's not the castle I were expecting.
All right, Joe, topless. Joe nearly topless.
Nearly, not quite. How you doing? You all right?
Very different from your place, man.
Isn't it?
Come in.
Have a look round.
Well, welcome to my humble abode, Clutter Cottage. It's almost a way of life now because everything you see around, it is cluttered, but I'm a terrible hoarder. I don't like throwing things away. And this basically is my inspiration for my poetry, my songs and my paintings.
So let's see if the other contestants are inspired by Danny's bits and bobs. But oh, where to begin?
I take it it's the kitchen. Right, let's
Yeah.
establish that.
He got the piano for £75. Can you believe that?
Really?
Yeah.
There's plenty of room for it though, isn't there? You know what I mean? I mean, where's his
Where are they?
worktops? He's not got a worktop. He must chop up on piano.
He's got
But what about his ingenious heat reusing device?
It's just like sock cemetery up there. It's not one matching pair. Well, no, there's one matching pair. There's one matching pair.
It's not really what I expected. I
No.
thought there'd be a lot more theatrical stuff about.
Yeah.
There probably is underneath all this. Like.
But he's got a story to tell you about every object.
Let's
So-
hope he hasn't got a story for everything we see. You say it's a kitchen, there were no workspace. He had 20 guitars, a piano, sock cemetery, randomest things in the world. He needs a skip.
I think this is him. This is him.
Oh yeah, this is a nicer room. I like this room.
So
This is his gallery, isn't it? This
the
is
gallery?
This is his gallery.
This is all his artwork then, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's gone
Ooh,
into-
smells damp. It's like somewhere you'd possibly hold like a seance. You know what I mean? So I'll get cracked round here and say, is there anybody there?
No.
In fact, hold on a minute. There is. Oh. So he's had videos. He's obviously done well for himself.
Oh.
Danny travels on artistic guide through glorious York in search of somewhere to paint. Could have done with painting his house for it.
Oh, he's got a dressing room as well. Look.
Oh yeah, it's like mine.
Oh God.
Make yourself at home, Joe.
It's all right in here.
It's very much like your clothing collection, isn't it?
Oh, it's very
It's got
similar.
a real similar
Yeah,
thing.
it's very similar. It's-
It will be. It'll definitely be a Westwood piece.
Westwood.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only got one head. He doesn't need a million hats, has he? You know what I mean?
Pot, kettle, anybody?
His cupboard, which is locked, so God only knows what's in
Can't go
there.
in there. That's where that woman is.
Hello? No, I'm sorry, you can't come out.
Wow. It's a bit different. I love this antique mirror.
Yeah.
Isn't that gorgeous?
It's like a real black and white theme in here, isn't there?
This is my favourite bit.
Yeah, it's lovely,
So far,
isn't
to be
it?
honest with you. See, there's not a lot of stuff in here. At least he's got a dinner plate in bath. You know what I mean? But,
Hasn't everyone?
Nothing wrong with having your tea in the bath, if that's the warmest room in the house.
and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 toothbrushes. He's got a clean
Might have
grill.
a big mouth. What's he got?
You said it.
Meanwhile, Danny's planning a surprise.
Just one thing I'd forgotten. It's the loo roll, very important.
Loo roll in the living room sounds intriguing.
Whoa, you're a natural.
So, tour's over, but there's still that surprise in store.
I'm going to teach you to paint. Granville Danny Clarke,
Excellent.
free art lesson. All it simply is drawing with the brush, using one colour, using water, and manoeuvring the paint, and that's all it is. There's a way of wetting watercolour in. You put it on the top of the paper, and you keep it up there.
He makes it look so easy.
It's all right, it's all right. This corner. And that.
What would Vivienne Westwood make of this, eh, Joe?
There we go.
I
She's
don't
got a
know.
Loch Ness monster over here. She's got the Loch Ness monster. So hold them up, please. Marks out of 10. I'm getting my own back here. I'm going to mark you out of 10. I would think 8, 8, 9.
Should have been me.
Not too much. Not too much.
Honestly, I love that.
Well done. Yes.
So that's Danny's verdict on the painting, but more importantly, what do the guests make of his house?
This is my idea of a nightmare house, this. When I first walked in, I was appalled. I just don't see why anybody would want to live with all this stuff about.
He obviously lives here and it's his home and I don't want to upset the guy. But we're on May the Best House Win. The programme's about your house and for me, I didn't even think he knew we were coming.
Although there is some beautiful period furniture here and actually some of the rooms are really pretty, there's far too much stuff in here. There's a beautiful character cottage that is crying out to be seen.
So what will Danny score for artistic impression?
Sorry, Danny, it's a bit too cluttered and dusty for me. You're a nice bloke, though, but I'm giving you a 4.
Danny, I could see your heart and soul in this house, but my OCD wouldn't let me handle the clutter. Sorry. So for that reason, I'm giving you a 5.
Nice fella, but did you know we were coming? Sorry, pal. 4.
That leaves Danny bringing up the rear with an unlucky 13.